Breakup spells are not evil as many believe. Breakup spells have always been a source of controversy. We believe the universe does not favor those who tear a relationship. But there are cases in which using a spell to separate the couple is justified. Adultery can end with your happiness and well-being, overall with that of your children, if you have. Such issue can cause trouble for years to come, arguments, divorce proceedings, etc. Breakup spells, however, can't terminate the relationship between your spouse and the adulterer or adulteress. This and a little effort to rekindle your relationship is often enough to solve the problem. Losing your spouse to another person is similar to adultery. However, after a spell to separate them, an ex-lover back spell is often required to recover your relationship. There are many variations to the aforementioned scenarios. How are breakup spells done? Breakup spells are an extensive matter. There are many types of them, so we will explore two of the most popular. There is a type of spell to make a couple fight, forcing them to break up. This can be used to break up your spouse's relationship with an outside lover or any other couple who wronged you. Typically, a spell like this is done using feces among other ingredients. Another type of spell is simply to make a couple fall out of love for them to split up. This can be used to end your spouse's affair or your own marriage when you have fallen out of love with your spouse. Such spell is done using plants, species among other ingredients. Depending on the harm that was done to you, you will want to use one or the other spell. Cautions to have with breakup spells. A spell to make a couple fall out of love for them to split up involves working with peaceful energies and so is completely safe. However, a spell to make a couple fight to separate them involves working with negative energies and nasty stuff. Therefore, the person doing the spell can result affected. To prevent this, the person must protect him or herself before performing the breakup spells and magically cleanse the area afterwards. Otherwise, the energies caught during a spell may cause fights in the relationships of the caster. The caster should wear gloves when doing a spell to separate the couple using nasty stuff, such as feces. Besides the negative energies with which they are charged during the spell, they contain bacteria that can cause diseases, for example, typhoid fever. Another thing to keep in mind is that if you break up your spouse and his or her outside lover by making them fight, your spouse can end up in jail. Often, that is for only a few days, which would teach him or her a lesson, but can last longer depending on the charges made to him or her. This is no good if you want your spouse back. Conclusion. We were all given free will, and if you permit someone to interfere in your relationship, it is all your decision. Unless you use breakup spells without a good reason, they are not evil. They can impede conflicts in your relationship or family. To have a breakup or love spell done by experienced spellcasters, visit www.urgentlovemagic.com.